What's going on, boys and girls? It's me again, Jimmy the Fish, aka Opus XPN, bringing you another, well, couple of videos. First, a little update on what I've been up to working, of course. And today I got an unexpected day off, right in the middle of my shift, and I was like, yes, been working long hours, and right now work started slowing down a little bit, so they're cycling everybody at my workplace, so everybody gets a fair share of time. They cycle us around. So for me, that's great news. Of course, money wise, the check will be smaller, but you know, I do like the quality time that I'm gonna be spending at home, doing spending time with my family, and also doing some things. Like right now I have time to do some my personal stuff because they're school and working and stuff, so I get a little bit of alone time and I start messing around, with my stuff, and doing some to it, sharpening and painting and sanding and doing stuff to my axes, and I have to be working on, and some knives that I want to sharpen, and some other stuff. And well, I already found the need for something that before for me wasn't like, I didn't really use it. I didn't think I was gonna need it. Most of the stuff when I'm doing something, with a knife or now with the axes and stuff, I would use this table or my kitchen counter to do my work, to do whatever I was doing. And my better half actually hated it with a passion. She didn't like any kind of dust or anything, of any kind of the steel and stuff that I was using. So she will give me like kind of a hard time and telling me like, I want it clean and I don't want any particles getting on the food and stuff like that. So every time I had to use a table or a counter, I had to make sure everything was really clean and spotless. She wouldn't get on my case. Um, and so I told her, what, think I'm gonna get a workbench for the garage. Well, she was more excited than I was. So she gave me a thumbs up, and I went to look for them. Some of the workbenches available they sell, and most of them were crap. There were some that were good, but they were like freaking expensive. I mean, talking about close to $500 mark. So I was like, I don't need that much, and I just need something sturdy, so I can bolt down a vise and also a bench grinder on it. So I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, I don't want to build one made out of wood because it will last, but I was like, no, I need something better, a little bit more sturdy. So I spoke to my friend, and he knows a welder. He actually the welder that sold me one of my pits, my barbecue pits, a small one, and I like his work. And I asked him, what? This is what I need. I need a workbench, but not a super heavy duty, just a medium duty workbench. And I actually don't want the top to be steel. I just want it to be like a frame, so I can sit a piece of plywood, like a tabletop, right, and a small shelf on the bottom. I wanted, to this specification, 5 feet by 2 feet, and I wanted this high, and I want, so I can bolt it down to the floor and stuff like that. So I gave him a specification to try to see if, how much the guy would charge me for it. Well, I didn't know how much it was gonna be. Wasn't if the price was gonna be too high, I was not gonna buy it. I was gonna go ahead and build a wooden one. But I was like, if the price is right, I'll jump on it. So my friend called me back and he told me, you know what, I got you a deal. The guy who said he'll make you for this much money, and it's less than 200, like way less than $200. So I was like very excited, and yeah, I said, go ahead and build it, and I'll give him the money. So I still need to. They're building it right now. It's a small, steel bench. Um, but of course, it has a hole in the top and a hole in the bottom because you have to put the plywood or the wooden shelf in the tabletop on it. Other than I'll do it myself, and I'm gonna paint it and everything. And also they put some in the corners. They put some steel plates there so I can bolt down the vise and the grinder. So I already have a good vise and I already have a nice stool for it. I'm just missing the grinder. Grinder, I'm not in a hurry to buy it until the table, the bench is ready. So I've been looking around, trying to see find the best prices for it. I don't need anything industrial, just a regular, good, 6-inch small grinder. I already found one that I like, but I'm gonna wait to see if it comes out on sale anytime soon within the next, 2 weeks or so. If it does, well, I'll just go ahead and buy it. If not, I'll look for something else. But, pretty excited about that project because that project is gonna help me, you know, do more projects, right? Because I'm gonna have my own little space there so I can get it, dirty and dusty and keep all my tools there and everything there, so, I won't have to be doing it inside the house. And when I make noise, well, I can go into a garage and make noise. I don't have to be inside the house making noise when they're sleeping and stuff. So, um, well, that's just an update. Well, it wasn't a quick update, it was a very long update on what I'm up to right now. And also wanted to show you my Stanley Cruiser X head. And this is the reason, I thought, like, you know what, it's time to get a workbench because, I need a vise to put this thing, to drill this thing out, and actually, so I can change the handle on it. And as you can see there, it has a chip there. Uh, you need some love, some good grinding on it. Um, this is a Stanley, and it says the Stanley stamp there. Um, I'm thinking this is one of the latest ones they made because before somebody else was making the access for them. But I think towards the end, before they discontinued the models, they had their own tooling and they started doing them themselves. So I'm thinking this is one of their originals, from the Stanley factory, because it doesn't have any more insignia around it. Some had like M's and other stuff, marking, who was actually building or making these. Um, and it looks like pretty nice, decent steel. It has pretty good hardness to it. It is not that soft. When I started, passing a file through it, I was pretty happy with what I got. So, I still need to fix it. Some bends there. Minor stuff. The pitting is almost like nothing, very little pitting here and there. That I know I can get it out real quick. Just doing some sanding and some grinding on it. I don't want to mess it up too much. I want to leave it as original as possible, but refurbish it as much as I can too. So this is my Stanley Cruiser X head. This is, I think it's a 2.5 pound. I don't think it's more than 2.5 pounds. I don't know the exact weight, but pretty satisfied with the purchase. It wasn't that expensive. Stanley, it's a known brand. It's nothing, it's not, more. It is collectible, but not as collectible as other brands. So that's why I got a decent price on it. And I wanted, I was interested in this type of axe, so this type of design of axe. The cruiser. It's a very traditional design that I wanted to get one. So um, now that I have, then I will have my workbench. I'm gonna start trying to mess with other things, other projects and stuff. Working with leather is one of them. I'm also wanting to learn how to do it because I want to build my own sheets and stuff for my knives and for my axes and stuff. So, there's something else I want to look into doing later on. First things first, and take care of all this other stuff, and then my bench, and then after the bench, I'll start looking into the other stuff. So, well, this is the Stanley Cruiser X Hit. Found it on eBay, pretty decent price. Still pretty good condition for being a 30 plus years old accident. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye bye.